Hi everyone, this is Linus from Gizmochina, and today we're taking a look at a very cheap Doogee Valencia 2 Y100. The Doogee phone comes in a usual box you would expect for a cheap phone. The contents include a charging brick, USB cable, a pair of earphones, a screen protector, and some paperwork. When it comes to the design, we are looking at a compact 5 inches device, and my review unit is in flashy yellow color. The phone has an 8 megapixel selfie shooter and all other usual stuff on the front top, and on the bottom there are 3 non-backlit capacitive buttons. The back is made of textured plastic, and on the top we have a 13 megapixel shooter with a single LED flash and a speaker grill. On the right we have a power on and off switch and a volume rocker, which however feel a bit mushy. On the left there is a trio of LED lights, and all of them are used for different purposes. I have to say that they look pretty good, and I've never seen a phone with this type of implementation before. On the top we have a headset jack, a charging port, and on the bottom there is just a mic. The back cover can be removed, and underneath it you can find a removable 2200 mAh battery, dual SIM card, and the micro SD card slots. Overall, the phone has a decent build quality, although it uses plastic in its construction and buttons could have a better tactile feedback. Doogee Valencia 2 Y100 has a 5 inches 720p panel, which is pretty good for a cheap phone, but not spectacular in general. It could definitely look sharper and the colors look more natural. As far as UI, we have an outdated Android 4.4.2 KitKat with quite a heavy Doogee skin on top of it. All the apps with the redesigned system apps icons sit on the home screens. One of the key selling points of this device is the back touch panel, and it can be used for a variety of different things, like for example scrolling up and down or to the sides, triggering the camera, and so on. However, I found the key feature of scrolling up and down not working at all, as I could scroll only to the sides. Also, the double tap to access the camera feature has become very annoying, as I kept opening the camera accidentally. Other features include gesture controls, and they seem to be working well. Overall, the UI of the Valencia 2 Y100 is fluid and responsive most of the times, but there is just a little bit of stutter from time to time. Also, turning off the back touch panel feature increases the overall UI performance significantly. Doogee Valencia 2 Y100 has an octa-core MTK 6592 chip with a clock speed of 1.4 GHz, 1 GB of RAM, and just 8 GB of expandable storage, which can be expanded up to 64 GB via the micro SD card slot. All these specs result in the okay gaming performance with not so impressive graphics, but stutter is just occasional, so it is still possible to enjoy some 3D gaming. When it comes to the multimedia, there are no issues consuming full HD content. Also, the loudspeaker quality is pretty good for a budget phone. When it comes to the image quality, the 13 megapixels camera does not impress. The problem is that most of the images came out a bit blurry, meaning that the camera struggles with focusing. Also, the pictures could have more details. The good point is that the colors are pretty natural and the contrast levels are decent. When it comes to the video recording, the footage does not impress either. As far as connectivity options, I have no major complaints, but as usual with some MTK chips, the GPS lock speeds are not the fastest out there. When it comes to the battery life, the 2200 mAh unit can get you through the day if you are a light user, as I was able to get around 4 hours of screen on time when doing some basic tasks, but the screen on time decreases with more demanding tasks. Doogee Valencia 2 Y100 is a phone that wants to be different in budget devices category. Well, it succeeds at some points. It is compact, lightweight, and it has a flashy design. Also, Doogee tried to kind of innovate with 3 LED lights on the side of the phone, and they look kind of nice. However, the UI is not always perfectly smooth, and while the back touch panel is indeed a great addition to the budget phones category, it simply does not work if you want to scroll up and down. Also, if the touch control feature is enabled, it alters otherwise decent UI performance. Also, the camera leaves a lot to be desired with both image and video quality, but it is hard to expect something significantly better in this price range. All in all, Doogee Valencia2 Y100 is an interesting addition to the cheap Chinese phones market, but you have to take all the cons into consideration before making a purchase. It was Linus, thanks for watching, and if you like this video please hit the like button and subscribe to the Gizmochina's YouTube channel. Also, I suggest you checking out gizmochina.com for a full written review and other Chinese phones news and reviews. Thanks for watching again and see you in the next one.